He wore jerseys. He wore boots. He wore glory. But to become The Rock, he first had to crush the stones in his path. This is the rise of Dwayne Johnson, the boy from Hayward, California, who became a global icon. Before we dive into the incredible journey of a man who turned every setback into a step up, hit like and subscribe, because this story proves greatness is built, not born.
I was the son and grandson of pro wrestlers, legends in their own right. We moved constantly, chasing the circuit, the crowds, the next match. I learned early that fame was fleeting, but family legacy ran deep. When the lights went up, I wanted my own name in lights. At the University of Miami, I chased a football scholarship like it was my destiny, but a career-ending injury shattered that dream in a snap. I watched my future vanish on that turf, and for the first time, I tasted real failure. I joined WWE as Rocky Maivia, the all-American babyface. The fans booed. They called me a cardboard hero, but I refused to be forgotten. I learned to shift, to talk, to connect, until that roar of approval became my fuel. When I dropped the Maivia and stood there as The Rock, everything changed. I wasn't playing a part. I was channeling every inch of my life's pain into the ring, and that electric bond with the crowd, that was home. Hollywood came calling, muscles, charm, and all. I flopped at first, roles too small, scripts too silly, but I kept grinding, took stunt lessons, acting classes, until I proved I wasn't just a wrestler who could lift cars, I could lift a movie. Fast and Furious exploded me into worldwide superstardom, yet every red carpet premiere reminded me of my dad's pride and my own imposter fear. I chased bigger paychecks, bigger box office numbers, but I almost lost the boy who simply loved performing. Through marriages, divorces, and the arrival of my daughters, I learned what real strength meant. It wasn't in my biceps or my bank account, it was in being there for my girls, every bedtime story, every scraped knee. That love reshaped me. Injuries piled up, herniated discs, knee surgeries, a heart-stopping moment in the ring. I learned the hard way that a champion isn't the one who never screams in pain, but the one who screams and still gets up. I launched fundraisers for hurricanes, supported kids with cancer, visited troops overseas. I realized that the strongest thing I could flex was compassion. The people's champ had to stand for the people. Today, I'm more than the toughest man in the ring or the biggest star on screen. I'm a husband, a father, a mentor. My scars are my story. My roar is my promise to never quit, to always uplift, and to remind every underdog, your moment is coming. They loved The Rock, the catchphrases, the raises, eyebrows, eyebrow, the impossible feats. But off camera, I was just Dwayne, craving normalcy. Mornings with no scripts, dinner with no cameras, bedtime without earplugs. I learned that to keep giving my all in public, I had to guard a little private sanctuary where I could be me. No Rocky Balboa swagger, just a guy who wanted to read a book in peace. When film checks got big, I didn't just put them in the bank, I launched my tequila brand, my production company, my health food line. I treated every boardroom like I did the ring, with grit, preparation, and a willingness to take the hits. Some ventures tanked, some soared. But each taught me that success off screen takes the same relentless work ethic I learned under those bright arena lights. A herniated disc nearly ended my wrestling career. A heart-pounding panic attack made me rethink my life's pace. I faced doctors' warnings, sleepless nights, moments that reminded me I was human. Through therapy, meditation, and honest talks with my daughters, I realized that real strength includes asking for help. The hardest battles are the ones inside your head, and winning them is the greatest victory of all. The more I climbed, the more I remembered the kid who had nowhere to go. So I became a mentor at the gym, on movie sets, in juvenile centers. Seeing that spark ignite in another kid's eyes, it's better than any title or paycheck. I taught them how to throw a punch. They taught me how to keep fighting for a world worth passing on. Now, when I look in the mirror, I don't just see a movie star or a wrestler. I see a man who's still evolving. I see responsibilities to my family, my fans, my community. My future isn't about bigger blockbusters or fatter bank accounts. It's about leaving a legacy of resilience, generosity, and authenticity. And every morning, I lace up my boots, real or metaphorical, ready to build that tomorrow.
Dwayne Johnson's life proves that destiny isn't a hand you're dealt, it's the hand you build with every punch, every fall, every rise. He turned a name people slept on into one they chant in stadiums. He turned a body of muscle into a heart of gold. So ask yourself, when life throws you down, will you lie there or will you become unstoppable? Comment below. What challenge will you turn into your greatest victory?